Now what I want to talk about is a lot of people always have questions, and this was done years back, about our NGF authentication stamp, I should say. Now, of course, this game just happened to have it in my hand because we're doing the interview, but every game we try to send out will have a stamp. I'm going to grab, so I don't think I'm focusing on one game. Zukapa. Now, on the back of these inserts, we'll have this stamp. Now, a lot of people tend to wonder why we stamped our inserts. Well, in the beginning, when we were selling and distributing our games, and I remember it like it was yesterday, I sent out a game to someone. It was a brand new game from our stock, and I knew it was a brand new game, sent it out, and I get an email from the person saying he wants to return the game. He's not happy with it. So, of course, I'm like, okay, send the game back. The game gets sent back, and I look at the game, I'm like, I know this game didn't come from us. We sent a new copy. So now, I'm telling the person, this isn't the game I sent to you. Now, he's insisting that it is. Now, I have no way of arguing one way or another. We came to an agreement, I issued back his money. So I said, how are we going to prevent this from happening? Because someone could buy a game secondhand and the insert may be damaged. And so what they do is they'll buy a brand new copy, return the used copy. So any game that we sent out, we wanted to have some kind of record as to where it came from. So all of ours, we started stamping. So if someone wanted to return the game, and I saw that it didn't have that, we wouldn't offer a return. It would also prevent someone from making a photocopy of our work, or anything. Like I said, now with the market the way it is and counterfeits being out there, someone else can buy a game, make a photocopy, and then try to sell it. So what we've done is we've taken the time to authenticate everything. So we see this, bam, we stamp it. Now you know that that's an actual authenticated product. And that's really how it started, all because of someone returning a game and saying that they bought it from us. So, and one bad seed ruins it for the entire industry. So we had to do something to protect ourselves and protect everyone else. And now the way the market has changed, people are afraid to buy any high dollar game off of eBay. They're seeing games like Metal Slug on eBay, and it's an authentic copy, but people are curious, like, oh, maybe it's a counterfeit, maybe it's a reproduction. Well, so if it has the stamp on it on the back, then you know it's an authentic product, and it came, so it at least came from us. But that's something that we're trying to do, and now people are finally understanding, going, okay, yeah, I do appreciate the fact that this has the cartridge has the distributor sticker on the side. The stamp has been authenticated. It proves it's an official product. So those are some of the things, like I said, the market now is maturing, and they're understanding what it is and how it works, because there are a lot of cartridges out there that people can buy on eBay cartridge only. So you got a loose cartridge. You might buy a case, an outer case, a snap lock case to put your loose cartridge in. Now you need a graphic. So you borrow from your friend and you photocopy and insert, you have a graphic. And then what if you're bored with it and you go to sell it, the next person gets it and sees it's a photograph, So all ours had the stamp of authenticity to verify that it was an original item, an authentic. And it took 12 years, but now people are finally, when they're buying and selling on eBay, they kind of want to see, they ask the seller, oh, is it an official product? Does it have the stamp? Does it have the sticker? So like I said, the market's maturing, and they're realizing that these are what makes the game fully official and fully authentic. It takes a while, but eventually the market catches on.
Like we were talking about before, some people had complained about some of the labels you guys have done being possibly not so great quality or something. Can you maybe clarify on?
Oh, yeah. So the thing is when there was a game like the King of Fire 2000. This came from Japan. Now this was professionally offset printed with the plates of CM, YK, 4-color process. And we had a game like, say, some of the games that we did. Now, these were digitally, they weren't offset printed, but they were digitally printed in a print shop. And nowadays, people in the homebrew scene are making their own inserts. And of course, people try to assume that we did these at home, which, as you and I were discussing, to print these at home, the printer cartridges just cost too much. And we're going to print, even if you were to print 1 or 2 of these, the cost per insert would have been astronomically high. We did, say, 500. But let's just get back to basics, one-on-one. These were just digitally printed in a print shop. Now, we did these back in 96, 97, 99, 2000. So, and people in the homebrew scene are printing their own inserts and going to like a FedEx and getting things printed. And they're comparing the printing technology that FedEx or a print shop will offer today compared to the stuff we were getting printed 15 years ago. And now, as you know, printing technology is changed by leaps and bounds. Where you could print something that, take a digital picture and print it on your home computer, and the print quality could be as good as what you used to have to drop off at a print shop and have your photos picked up. That's how good printers have gotten now. So like I said, people are complaining that the quality might have been subpar, but they're comparing apples to oranges. They're comparing prints from today and prints from 15
But even
years
your
ago.
Newer ones were better than like those earlier
Well,
ones.
anything that, if I were to print this today, it would be much better.
Okay.
But-
But like the Zupapa looks pretty good. That was one of your
this-
later ones.
Yeah, this was.
But most of the complaints are about your very early releases, correct?
Some of the earliest, because every year the printing technology was getting better. So it's hard, like I said, they're doing it today what we did 15 years ago. If that's the case, let's look at some of the original first generation Neo Geo inserts. It's on different paper, different feeling, a different stock. Some of the quality wasn't good in those. If you look at some of the different markets, the inserts made from that were out in Brazil, or out in South America, Saudi Arabia, or even the ones in France, sometimes it was just a black and white. The quality of some of the Neo CDs that came out in Brazil were lower quality. Actually, the CDs were flimsy. The manuals were, you could tell they were not CMYK printed, just printed digitally. But it's hard to compare it. Like I said, they're comparing technology from a long time ago to technology today. And like I said, we did this so long ago. We were just creating everything as we went along. We didn't have anyone else to teach us. Everyone now is learning by what we did. So, but the quality is good. But see, what happens now is other people might have gotten this insert, scanned it in, or made a copy of our insert, and then someone else gets a copy, and then they think it's our insert, and then they go, oh, look how bad the quality is. Well, all you got to do is remember, check behind the insert and see if there's a stamp. If it's a stamp, then it's an original from Neo Geo Freak.